And first of all, can you tell me a little bit about the work you guys do here at Orange Grove Center?
Orange Grove Center has been in this community since 1953, and we serve the needs of children and adults who have a primary diagnosis of intellectual and developmental disabilities, and we serve them through a large variety of programs ranging from school to residential and everything in between.
So first of all, can you tell me a little bit about your reactions to the possibility of this contract coming to an end come next year?
Well, we have enjoyed a really long partnership, a private-public partnership with the City of Chattanooga to take care of recyclable materials in our community. And that partnership has looked different as the needs of this community have changed and as the needs of the parties have changed. But we have always enjoyed working with the city to make things work for them and make things work for us. Our primary motivation really is to find and provide and support people with disabilities in community-based employment. And so the recycle drop-off centers and the refuse collection centers have employed 26 people with IDD, intellectual or developmental disability, and 23 staff members. So 400 plus hours a week, 52 weeks a year, the RDCs and the RCCs have provided employment for 26 people with IDD and 23 staff members.
And you talk about the importance of the work you guys do, because I know it's not easy. Anytime you work with a nonprofit, I know it's not easy work. People look at look at a nonprofit, this is one nonprofit. But when you get into this field, into specifically a nonprofit, you don't do it for the glory or the money. You do it to help the community. You're not only helping these residents get jobs, but you're filling needs in the community that need to be filled.
Right. So, it used to be when we first started in 1953, if you had a baby born with Down syndrome or some other developmental disability or intellectual disability, you were advised to send your kid to the state-run institution and not bring them home. So Orange Grove was really founded by a group of parents who decided they were not going to abandon their children, and who knew that their children could enjoy a much better quality of life by coming home and pursuing opportunities in the community. So that's the basis upon which Orange Grove was founded, and that's what we have been doing since 1953, looking for ways to maximize the opportunities the people we support have in the community. That started with school. Once we realized that kids were going to live long enough, because in 1953, parents did not expect their children with IDD to outlive them, because they didn't. But pretty quickly after we started the school in 1953, we realized that we were going to need to develop other things to support these people. And that meant employment. So we had our first community-based job for one of the individuals we supported in 1956. In 1964, we opened our first group home because we realized, what do we do when people want to move out or when families can't take care of their individual with IDD anymore? We need to explore residential options. So Orange Grove has always been about innovation and pursuing opportunities for the people we serve in the community. And a large part of that is employment. Everybody needs a job. We all derive a lot of value from our jobs. And our employment team is really good at matching the needs and desires and abilities of the individuals we support and jobs that are available in the community. So the end of the contract means that 26 people with IDD will no longer have a job, and we can't replace those jobs at the drop of a hat. I mean, that takes a lot of work.
Yeah, you kind of answered my next question. Is like the big worry residents have been having is like, if this contract's over, what happens to these residents who have a job currently? I could just answer this.
They don't have jobs. So as of 12/30 or 12/31, they will no longer be employed, and we will look for additional job opportunities for them, and we will keep looking until we find a good fit. But that's not going to happen on January 1 or 2 or 5. I mean, it's not going to happen at the drop of a hat. It takes a lot of work to get that done. So this has been stable employment for these 26 individuals for a really long time.
And you know what comes next for Orange Grove Center in this? Like, I know the city said, "Oh, Orange Grove Center is welcome to bid on the new contract they're putting out." Do you know what comes next for you?
Right. Well, and we will. We look forward to seeing their RFP, and we have been talking to them since April of this year. Our original contract ended with them. We had a 5-year contract, and it ended at the end of June. They told us they were going to put this operation out for bid, and so we were working with them. We were planning on submitting proposals, and then they kept amending what they called a solicitation, and so no formal proposal was ever filed by us or anybody else, I don't think. And they continued to extend the contract so that they could work through whatever issues they needed to work through. And then, they finally said that the contract would end 12/30. So while it's great that they're going to put it out for bids and we will submit a response and a proposal, we don't know when that's going to be, and we don't know how long their review process will take. And meanwhile, it has a significant impact on the people we support.
Yes, and a statement we got from the city, they say here that their main motivation is to, I'm quoting them here, to use taxpayer dollars more effectively. I just want to know what would be a response to their motivations or the reasoning behind this.
I personally have not been involved in the conversations with them about this contract, but I don't know what that means. I mean, you'd have to ask them how to use taxpayer dollars more efficiently.
Gotcha. And lastly, is there anything we haven't talked about Orange Grove Center, about the contract at all, that you want to bring up that we haven't brought up already?
No, I don't think so.